Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. There is a problem in the mountain. Mlima unalia. If you're here for the first time, this is Kikuyus the forest man in Black Africa. The landlords in Mount Kenya, the landlords especially in Nairobi Metropolitan, which include Nairobi City, Thika, Kiambu, Kajiado, and the surrounding areas, will have their names registered, will have their properties registered by the national government. After registration, they are expected to pay 30% of their rental income to the national government. The landlord will pass this to the hustlers nation. They will pass this to the tenants. Sisi ndio tunaumia. So kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba the Gema nation is going to fund the national government. The reason why Mombasa is not included, Nakuru, Kisumu, and Sogoi, Kericho, Nandi is a story for another day. But I think there is a deliberate plan to make the Kikuyus finance the national government. There is a deliberate effort to impoverish the Kikuyu. Kwa sababu ukiangalia utapata ya kwamba huku ni kutoza kodi kwa maendeleo. Huu ni ubaguzi wa kutoza kodi. We don't expect this kind of discrimination. We don't expect this from the government. Lakini hivyo ndivyo ilivyo. Again, when you look at the county executive committees and the nominated MCAs, you see a funny trend in Mount Kenya. Utaona ya kwamba most of these people are related. For sure, you find most of them are either cousins, brothers, sisters, wives to somebody. And when you look at the appointing authority, it seems to come from a central place. For instance, you find even in some counties in the mountain, you find the people who are nominated or who are appointed in the cabinet of the governors don't come from those places. Ni jambo ambalo linavuja watu moyo sana wakati ambapo you ask yourself, is the mountain short of good people? Is the mountain short of competent people? Kwani sehemu za Gema hakuna watu ambao wanaweza? Why should we actually appoint people from other communities? And we know very well the Gema community is the dominating community in the mountain. We have no problem if those who are appointed comes from those places. But when you have brothers and sisters, wives and the likes being nominated and appointed, then we have to ask ourselves many questions. If you look at Nakuru, the county governor of the county government of Susan Kehika, 7 out of the 10 executive committee members comes from the Kikuyu community. And you know, this is quiet, by the way. There's a problem there. Watu wameshaanza kulamika because you see, when you look at Nakuru is a cosmopolitan county, and we don't expect Kikuyus only to be in the county executive committees. Tunatarajia at least fairness. Yes, we don't deny the fact that the Kikuyus are the majority, but I think having more than half is just more than fair. But when you have 7 out of 10, basi utaona kwamba si jambo nzuri na si jambo ambalo linatarajiwa. Again, when you go to Meru, utapata Kawira Mwagaza pale na mumewe pale ndio wanawika pale. Mmoja ndiye anawika, mwenzake ni kama mtetea. Kwamba you see kile ambacho kinatokea pale Meru, it is very interesting because you find even the PA are relatives to Kawira. Even I understand even the aunts have been appointed to various positions. Ni maajabu. Kwa hivyo MCA wakati ambapo wanataka madeal, wakati ambapo wanataka the tenders, they have to plead with Kawira's husband. And Kawira akiulizwa anasema these people are possessed by the demons. You can see the problem that I'm talking about the mountain. Ni shida kubwa sana. Kwa sababu when you have Kawira addressing an empty county assembly, kwa sababu wote wametoka nje hawataki kumuona pale, then you have to ask yourself many questions. And kusema kweli, if there is the people, if there are people who are going to suffer with this kind of administration of Kenya Kwanza, it is none other than the Gema nation. The Mount Kenya people are going to suffer a lot. Na unajionea wewe mwenyewe. The other thing is that when you look at Nairobi, which is a cosmopolitan county, and the majority of residents there are Kikuyus, utashagaa gaya kushagaa because utapata Wakikuyu sio wengi ambao wamechaguliwa katika the county executive committee. Again, the people who have been proposed there, the people who have been nominated there, wengi ni wale ambao wanapendekezwa na Kenya Kwanza. Na don't forget that Kenya Kwanza is the minority in Nairobi. Lakini utapata gavana mwenyewe anawapuuza. Na kusema kweli, when you look at the Mount Kenya governors, ukiangalia utaona kwamba wameigiza kibaridi. They are fearing something. They are not happy. They look like they are the capture. They look like they are not happy. Look at Irungu Kang'ata. Hata kuongea sasa haongei. Yule Kang'ata wa barua haongei. Labda anaandika barua na labda mtasikia barua hivi karibuni. Because you see, you are expecting these guys to hit the ground running, but they did not do this. What kile ambacho wanafanya? Wamenyamaza tu kama maji ya mtungi. And you wonder. In fact, sometimes we look at Kenya. Kenya is looking very funny. It doesn't seem like the Kenya we are used to. Kwa sababu ukiangalia magavana haongei. Afadhali yule Mwagi wa Iria ambaye alikuwa anakibiza tubiri, afadhali watu. Lakini kuna jambo ambalo linaendelea katika mlima Kenya. All said and done. Again, when you look at Nyandarua, the governor is mute, not saying anything. In fact, Nyandarua, you cannot say that is a governor. Ametulia kabisa. Waiguru naye alalamika akisema kwamba 51 billion have not been submitted by the national government. So the county governments are crying. They have been starved of funds by William Samoei Ruto's government. Kwa hivyo utapata kwamba sehemu hizi zina mapendeleo. There is nepotism. There is tribalism. There is impurity. There is anything bad that you can talk about. And it is very funny because when I saw Liz Truss resigning, that is the Prime Minister of Britain, yesterday, when I saw her resigning, one thing that came to my mind is that this is going to have a major impact on world politics. Utaona in the major cities, people rioting, telling leaders to resign. It is just a matter of time before people move on the streets and start telling governors to resign, starting with Kawira Mwagaza. Kawira Mwagaza may not go far. When you look at the way things are going, she will not go far. Because Liz Truss has set standards that if you cannot be able to achieve what you promised, if you cannot be able to achieve what is expected of you, you have no business leading the people. You have to resign. Achana na uongozi, waachie wengine ambao wanaweza kutawala. Kwa kama huwezi, hata kama wewe ni nani. But ukiangalia utaona kwamba serikali ya Kenya Kwanza inajaribu kuwapeleka watu katika upande mwingine ili wasiulize maswali. For instance, tunaona wakipelekwa kwa ile special DCI unit, the one that is said to have been exercising extrajudicial killing. Ndio wanafanya hivyo, hatujui kwa sababu hatuna uhakika. But what we know is that there's no need of diversing people's attention. Let us stick to the goals. Let us speak to the promises that we are making the people. Let us stick to Uga bei 70, free internet, mafuta ya bei ya chini, mafuta ya petroli, about 100 Kenya shilling. Let us stick kwa pesa mfukoni kama tulivyoahidiwa. Kwa sababu let us not run away from the reality, because if we do, we are going to miss the objective and the reason why we are in government. Again, I would like to advise Baba to stay in India as long as he can. If we can stay for, say, you can be able to stay for 1 year, it should come in next year, at a time like maybe December next year, and people will miss him, and it will become very important. You know, when commodity is scarce, it becomes valued, it will become very expensive, the price goes high, and once he come, he should organize a very large rally. In fact, if I were Baba yesterday, I could have organized a parallel rally in Kamkoji. And I think people could have seen who actually had the majority of voters, or majority of votes, that is, in 2002 general elections. And I think Uhuru is seen now these days even driving himself. The man is enjoying life. He is eating life with a big spoon, large spoon that is. And the man is happy, let me tell you. And Baba is also happy. And these guys, I think they are setting other standards of how to deal with things. Kwa sababu ukiangalia utaona kwamba Uhuru ameamua kuishi na wild beast, and he's very happy. He's not running away from people, although some Kikuyus were seen sometimes trying to tell him that they are suffering. And wakaambia sasa, mimi usiniambie rais wangu ni Baba, ni Raila Amolo Odinga. And I think many of these guys were at a loss. So we are in a very, very interesting time, very, very interesting political moment. So if you are here for the first time, kindly subscribe to our channel, and our viewers, our fans, kindly I ask you just one thing: give this video a thumbs up and comment, and let us also know where you are watching us from. And we have a lovely night. Bye bye.